I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, and here are some of the top stories impacting Rutherford County on your Rutherford Roundup for Tuesday, September the 9th, 2025. In a surprising move, Tennessee Attorney General Jonathan Skrmetti has declined to defend a controversial new state law that criminalizes elected officials for voting in favor of sanctuary city policies. Passed during January's special legislation session, the law has sparked constitutional concerns, particularly in Nashville and across the state. Critics argue that the legislation infringes on the First and 14th Amendments, with some lawmakers warning that it could create a dangerous precedent. The ACLU filed suit on behalf of 7 Metro Council members, calling the law the first of its kind in American history to impose felony charges based solely on legislative votes. Skrmetti agreed, citing that legislative immunity extends to local officials, making the provision indefensible in court. Still, the broader ban on sanctuary policies remains intact, with Tennessee cities and counties, including those in Rutherford County, at risk of losing state funding if they defy the law. Meanwhile, a new Wallet Hub study ranks Tennessee as one of the unhappiest states in the country, coming in at 45th nationwide. The state performed particularly poorly in emotional and physical well-being, landing 47th in that category. Factors such as high rates of adult depression, inadequate sleep, and adverse childhood experiences contributed to the low ranking. Though Tennessee rose slightly compared to last year, the findings spotlight the emotional toll felt in areas like Murfreesboro and Smyrna, where residents may already be contending with broader economic and legislative uncertainties. Hawaii, by contrast, took the top spot as the happiest state. 4 men from Texas are now in custody in Rutherford County, following their extradition to Murfreesboro in connection with a deadly attempted ATM theft on East Northfield Boulevard. The incident occurred at a 7-Eleven Exxon around 5 a.m. on August the 1st, when suspects used a stolen pickup truck to crash into the store and attempted to remove an ATM using a guy wire. During the crime, a customer inside the store opened fire, fatally striking one of the suspects, later identified as 23-year-old Tyrese Montrell Dennis of Texas. He was pronounced dead at the scene by Rutherford County Emergency Medical Services. The remaining suspects, DeAndre Hanks, Tyrone Patton, Commandre Phillips, and Mickey Hill, fled but were later apprehended in Arkansas and returned to Rutherford County. They each face multiple charges, including theft of property and burglary. Police recovered both a stolen pickup truck and an SUV used in the incident. The Murfreesboro Police Real-Time Crime Center played a key role in identifying the getaway vehicle using license plate reader technology. In a separate case that unfolded in Murfreesboro, Eric J. Buchanan has been sentenced after being found guilty of attempted first-degree murder in a 2022 bar shooting on Halls Hill Pike. Buchanan, who had previously been banned from the bar, returned with a handgun, pointed it at the bar owner, and pulled the trigger. He was convicted in 2024 and sentenced in 2025 to a term that makes him ineligible for parole until 2085. Buchanan will serve his sentences at the Northeast Correctional Complex in Mountain City, Tennessee. In August, Laverne police responded to 2,453 calls for service, leading to 210 arrests and 772 traffic stops. Among those arrested, 19 individuals were charged with DUI, an uptick from July, but still below June's summer peak of 34 DUI arrests. Over the past 6 months, Laverne officers have logged 132 DUI arrests, with authorities emphasizing the continued importance of removing impaired drivers from Rutherford County roads. This initiative follows up recent changes in state laws that lowered the threshold for enhanced DUI penalties and increased sentencing for aggravated vehicular crimes. Across the same 6-month period, the Laverne Police Department recorded 1,256 arrests and 15,000 total calls for service. Officers seized illegal drugs in 18 cases in August alone and issued nearly 400 citations. Meanwhile, in Murfreesboro, a 23-year-old woman remains behind bars in connection with a deadly shooting at the Southern Apartments on Las Casas Pike. Police say Shakira Brown fatally shot her boyfriend, 27-year-old Jaleel Turner, following an argument on October 13th. When officers arrived, Turner was found unresponsive, with a gunshot wound to the abdomen, and later died at the hospital. Brown was arrested at the scene and charged with second-degree homicide. She's been held at the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center on a $750,000 bond, with a court date scheduled for December 2nd, 2025. That's all for now. For updates on these and many more local news stories, be sure to check out our website, wgnsradio.com, or even follow us on social media at News Radio WGNS on Facebook and X. And if you're enjoying the show, be sure to leave a rating or a review on Spotify and iTunes, or maybe a comment on YouTube. I'm Dalton Barrett for News Radio WGNS, part of your Good Neighbor Network, and I'll talk to you later.